Stop! Before you sign that check for your dream luxury car, look at this. This isn't a car review, it's a financial warning. Welcome back to VaultShift. We're counting down the top 20 luxury cars in America right now that are literally designed to vaporize your wealth. We're talking up to a 72% loss in 5 years. That $50,000 you're about to spend, it's turning into a $14,000 mistake. Stick around, because your dream car is one of the biggest money pits on the market. Let's find out if yours made the list. Kicking off our countdown at number 20 is the sleek but financially lethal Audi A7 sedan. Don't let that sharp German styling fool you. We're starting heavy, a 60.5% depreciation hit. You heard me, a $70,000 car that will be staring back at you with a market value of less than $30,000 in 5 years. That's over $43,000 just vanishing. This isn't just about the steep loss. It's the cost-to-own nightmare. Once the warranty runs out, those complex electronics and infotainment systems that felt so cutting-edge become absolute budget killers. The luxury sedan segment is drowning, and the A7 is taking on water fast. You're buying a vanishing status symbol, a future repair headache. Do not make this $43,000 mistake. Moving to number 19, we escalate the pain with the supposed peak of luxury, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class sedan. This isn't just depreciation, it's a financial implosion. The S-Class sheds a devastating 60.7% of its value in just 5 years. That's over $71,000 gone. Yes, it's a status symbol today, but tomorrow, it's a massive liability. Owners rave about the comfort, but they weep over the repair bills. We're seeing minimum $1,500 service calls for basic electrical gremlins. That cutting-edge tech, it becomes a crippling maintenance debt for the second owner. The S-Class is the ultimate depreciating asset, a glorious ride for the first buyer and a mechanical nightmare for everyone else. Do not inherit this luxury headache. At number 18, we move from sedans to SUVs, and the pain is still acute. The Land Rover Discovery. This supposedly rugged British off-roader doesn't just lose value, it hemorrhages it, with a 60.9% drop in 5 years. That's almost $37,000 vanished before the real problems even start. Because the depreciation is the least of your worries. Owners report relentless electrical, suspension failures that will turn your garage into a second home for your mechanic. We're talking recurring $1,200 plus repair bills. There is a universal truth in the market. The Discovery is notoriously unreliable. Resale values crash because everyone knows the ticking time bomb lurking past 60,000 miles. Unless you enjoy massive repair debt, stay far away from this one. Another German luxury sedan, another financial disaster. At number 17, we find the Audi A6 sedan mirroring the A7 with a painful 60.9% depreciation rate. That is over $35,000 evaporating from your account in 5 years. Are you seeing the pattern yet? The market has abandoned these sedans. The A6 is caught in a perfect storm. High-tech complexity means potential 4-figure repair bills are lurking, especially with those notorious infotainment glitches. Why would any smart buyer risk an average reliability score when superior alternatives hold their value? The A6 is fundamentally a bad investment on wheels. If you are financially focused and enjoying this brutal truth, smash that subscribe button right now. Because the next cars on this list make these look like safe investments. Trust me, you need to see number 1. Hold on to your wallets, folks. At number 16, we hit the American icon, the Cadillac Escalade SUV. This luxury behemoth isn't just big, it's a black hole for cash, losing a painful 61% of its value in just 5 years. That is over $53,500 gone, enough to buy an entirely new car. The real insult? That massive drop is compounded by brutal running costs. Owners are weeping at the pump with maybe 14 miles per gallon. Plus, maintenance starts at $1,000 just for the basics. The used market is saturated because rental companies dump these. You aren't buying a luxury SUV, you're buying a high-mileage used taxi wrapped in expensive leather. Steer clear of this financial sinkhole. At number 15, we find the tragically underwhelming Infiniti QX60 SUV. This luxury crossover manages to shed a massive 61.5% of its value in 5 years, draining almost $31,000 from your bank account. But here's the kicker. The depreciation is only the symptom of the problem. You get performance that is mediocre compared to its real rivals, yet maintenance costs that foolishly rival the German elite, without the performance or prestige to back it up. The QX60 is stuck in no man's land. It is mathematically proven to be a bad deal. It's nothing more than an expensive, dressed-up Nissan Pathfinder. You pay thousands more upfront and retain thousands less later. Every single alternative is a smarter financial move. Another Audi, another colossal financial warning. Hitting number 14 is the Audi Q7 SUV. This luxury people mover loses a staggering 61.6% of its value in 5 years, with over $37,000 evaporating before your eyes. But the true danger is the aging technology. What looks cutting edge now becomes an outdated, high-cost headache later. Owners frequently report failing touchscreens and, the real killer, air suspension problems that demand repair bills upwards of $2,000. The Q7's complexity is its downfall. Yesterday's feature is today's liability, ensuring that the second-hand market will not touch these with a 10-foot pole. Do not trade your savings for a status symbol with a built-in expiration date. At number 13, we tackle an icon, the BMW 5 Series sedan. This car once defined the sports sedan segment, but now it defines financial disaster, losing a staggering 61.7% of its value in 5 years. That is over $36,000 gone forever. The leasing market is the enemy here. Everyone leases the 5 Series new, then floods the used market 3 years later with inventory nobody wants to maintain. Sure, the drive is great, but wait until the warranty dies. We're talking $1,500 for control modules and $2,000 plus just for suspension fixes. The first owner enjoys the ride, but the second owner is stuck with a crippling mechanical debt. This is a financial trap, dressed up in a German suit. Landing at the number 12 spot is the Audi A8L sedan. Yes, Audi is back, and this time it's their flagship luxury model that's bleeding cash. Prepare yourself. This automotive status symbol loses a staggering 62.7% of its value in just 5 years. That's nearly $58,000 vanishing, a financial hit so severe you could buy a brand new reliable car and still have money left over. Edmunds gives it a 7.9, but warns of astronomical maintenance costs that turn ownership into a financial black hole. Forget the depreciation. Owners constantly face nightmare electronic issues that leave them stranded, and the air suspension failures after 60,000 miles are practically a guaranteed event. This segment is dying, leaving these depreciating assets with no audience. If you're still with me, you need to smash that subscribe button, because the top 10 financial disasters on our list make this A8L look like a solid investment. And the number 1 spot? It's a brand that utterly surrendered and pulled out of the American market. You do not want to miss this. Kicking off our final countdown and securing the number 11 slot is the iconic Land Rover Range Rover SUV. This British powerhouse of luxury doesn't just depreciate, it absolutely evaporates cash, losing a monumental 62.9% of its value in just 5 years. We're talking about almost $68,000 gone. Think about that. You could buy a down payment on a house in some markets for the money this SUV simply sheds. Car and driver might praise the opulence, but they can't save you from the reliability nightmares lurking underneath. Owners are screaming about frequent, crippling repairs, collapsing air suspensions, random electronic failures, and engine issues that will leave you stranded on the side of the road. When a vehicle has dedicated online forums purely for troubleshooting its inherent flaws, you know you're sitting on a ticking financial time bomb. This is why so many people lease it. They want to hand the keys back before the catastrophic expenses truly begin. If you prioritize status over financial sanity, go ahead. But for everyone else, this British luxury statement is a financial catastrophe you must avoid at all costs. We have officially entered the financial danger zone. Sliding in at number 10 is the American status symbol, the Cadillac Escalade ESV SUV. This extended-length behemoth doesn't just lose value, it suffers the same massive hit as the Range Rover, a devastating 62.9% depreciation in 5 years. That's almost $57,000 evaporating right out of your net worth. And the longer wheelbase does absolutely nothing to save its resale value. KBB gives it a 7.8, but owners consistently report a horrifying reality: fuel economy that will make your credit card melt at the pump. We're talking single digits in real-world driving. Add four-figure maintenance bills, and you have financial disaster stamped on the title. The ultimate value killer? Both the short and ESV models get dumped by rental and fleet services. Nothing tanks the value of your supposed luxury vehicle faster than the sinking realization it might have been an airport shuttle in its past life. Stay tuned, because the next 9 cars are even worse. Hold on to your seats, because taking the number 9 spot is the supposed darling of the future, the Tesla Model 50. This electric SUV completely obliterates the myth of EV value retention, shedding a shocking 63.4% of its value in just 5 years. That's almost $54,000 vanished. Sure, owners love the performance, but they constantly warn about the absolute terror of those unique Falcon Wing doors. When they inevitably malfunction, we're talking $30,000 plus just for repairs. And don't forget the inevitable battery degradation that silently eats away at your range and, crucially, its value. The true killer here is technological obsolescence. When newer EVs roll out better range, faster charging, and lower prices, your expensive 2020 Model 3 tech suddenly feels ancient. This is the definition of a depreciation disaster and a brutal early adopter tax. Still watching? Good, because number 8 is a pure Italian nightmare, Maserati Levante SUV. Climbing up the ladder of financial ruin to the number 8 spot is the supposedly exotic Maserati Levante SUV. This Italian fashion statement isn't just depreciating, it's having a full-blown financial meltdown, shedding an astonishing 63.7% of its value in 5 years. That's nearly $65,000 vanished. Think about it. This SUV loses enough money to buy a brand new BMW. Motor Trend might love the style, but they gloss over the crippling maintenance costs. Owners are plagued by random electrical gremlins that leave them dead on the road. And when your vehicle demands a specialized Italian technician just to fix a fuse, you're looking at basic service bills starting at $1,500. The real issue? Zero dealer support. When the nearest qualified shop is 3 states away, you understand why the value plummets. It's an exotic name with exotic repair bills, but sadly, without the exotic driving experience to justify any of it. You need to see the top 7. Dropping into the number 7 spot is the compact electric car that proved EVs aren't immune to disaster, the Nissan Leaf EV. This little guy loses an unbelievable 64.1% of its value in 5 years. Yes, it's only over $18,000 vanished. But considering its affordable starting price, that percentage loss is absolutely devastating. KBB gives it a 7.5. But let's be real. Its limited 150-mile range looks utterly pathetic next to modern EVs hitting 300-plus miles. Owners are constantly battling rapid battery degradation, with some 2020 models already down to just 120 miles. The Leaf is a victim of first-generation EV obsolescence. It's like trying to sell the original iPhone today. Technically functional, but hopelessly outdated. When your car can't even handle intercity travel without an hours-long charging crisis, the market crushes its value. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, because we're about to hit the top 6 financial car crashes on the planet, and number 1 is a brand that gave up entirely. Next up, BMW 5 Series Hybrid. Breaking into our catastrophic top 6 is a German engineering failure, the BMW 5 Series Hybrid. This electrified sedan doesn't just depreciate, it plunges, losing a massive 64.7% of its value in just 5 years. That's over $47,000 gone for good. Turns out, hybrid and value retention are sworn enemies. The scarcity of owner reviews tells the whole story. Nobody is buying these. Edmunds highlights the issue. Complex hybrid system failures that give you the worst of both worlds. Classic German luxury car problems plus high voltage battery and motor headaches. When the repair bill demands expertise in two completely different systems, you're paying specialist rates that will absolutely make your financial advisor weep. This vehicle is a victim of transitional technology that the market has completely abandoned. The depreciation here isn't a glitch, it's a reflection of a dead-end reality. Get ready, because the top 5 will shock you. We are now deep inside the top 5 financial disasters. At number 5, we find another Italian contender, the dramatic Maserati Ghibli sedan. This so-called luxury sedan doesn't just lose value, it absolutely hemorrhages money, plummeting by a disastrous 64.7% in 5 years. That is an unbelievable $71,000 vanished. You could buy a fully loaded brand new truck with that money and still have change. Car and Driver praises its style. But let's talk reality. Owners consistently report repair costs that make even German luxury vehicles seem affordable. When basic maintenance starts at 4 figures and parts take weeks to arrive straight from Italy, you realize this car is a financial suicide mission. The Ghibli is an exotic nameplate with questionable build quality that fails to deliver true exotic performance. The market has delivered its final verdict on this Italian experiment. No thanks. Get ready, because the top 4 are the most catastrophic financial mistakes you can make. We are now staring directly at the top 4. And at number 4, we have the gigantic Infiniti QX80 SUV. This Japanese luxury behemoth proves that size definitely does not matter when it comes to value. It sheds a jaw-dropping 65% of its value in just 5 years. That's over $53,500 simply evaporating. Motor Trend rightfully slams its severely outdated design and abysmal fuel economy. We're talking 14 miles per gallon combined if you're extremely lucky. Owners consistently complain about technology that feels a generation behind its rivals, even when it was new. The QX80 is oversized, overstyled, and fundamentally overpriced from day one. When your supposed luxury SUV is running the tech of a 5-year-old Nissan, but demands the repair costs of a premium brand, the market responds with brutal, unforgiving depreciation. Are you ready for the top 3? The losses are about to get exponentially worse. We are officially in the top 3 worst depreciation disasters. Sliding into the number 3 spot is the vehicle that promised to be the future, the Tesla Model S. This American electric sedan shatters the illusion of future-proof investments, losing a horrifying 65.2% of its value in just 5 years. That's over $52,000 vanished. KBB loves the performance, but they ignore the silent killer. Frightening battery replacement costs that can easily exceed $20,000 when the inevitable degradation hits. Owners are battling constant build quality issues and infotainment glitches that are unacceptable in cars half the price. The Model S is a casualty of lightning-fast EV progress. When your 2020 model with 348 miles of range is instantly outclassed by newer models offering 400-plus miles and cheaper prices, the market shows zero mercy. The early adopter tax here is crushing. Click the notification bell. You cannot miss the top 2. We are at the final showdown. Our runner-up for the most worthless car in America is the German flagship, the BMW 7 Series sedan. Prepare for a financial heart attack. This vehicle loses a devastating, unbelievable 67.1% of its value in just 5 years. That's over $65,000 gone forever. You could buy a fully equipped Mercedes C-Class with the cash this thing evaporates. Edmunds gives it a 7.8, but who cares when the maintenance costs are crippling? Owners report complex electronic nightmares that leave mechanics bewildered and your wallet empty. When your car contains more computers than a small office building, the repair costs are catastrophic. The 7 Series is the perfect financial trap. The first owner takes the massive depreciation hit, and the second owner inherits the repair bills. This vehicle is the definition of a financial disaster. Smash the subscribe button now. We are about to reveal the number one most worthless car in America. A vehicle so rejected the market essentially threw it in the trash. We are here. The number one most worthless car in America is the Jaguar I-Pace EV. This British electric SUV takes the crown for catastrophe, losing an absolutely unbelievable 72% of its value in just 5 years. That's nearly $52,000 vanished. Think about that. A $72,000 vehicle is worth just $20,000. What car notes poor reliability with multiple recalls for critical systems like the brakes and electronics? Owners face frequent electrical issues and repair costs that would make even BMW owners blush. When your British luxury EV breaks, you hit the perfect storm. First-generation EV problems, a tiny dealer network, and Jaguar's questionable reliability reputation. Its 234-mile range looks pitiful against new EVs offering 300-plus miles. This is not a car. It's the automotive equivalent of lighting a pile of cash on fire. 72% of your investment gone, with expensive repairs guaranteed for whatever value remains. That is why the Jaguar I-Pace is the ultimate financial disaster. So, we've exposed the luxury cars you absolutely must avoid, like the financial plague. But now, the big question remains: what vehicles actually deserve your hard-earned money? If you're thinking the rugged world of trucks might hold the answer to value retention, you are partially right. But you need to watch my next video. Most hated versus most loved trucks of all time right now. I break down which trucks maintain their value for decades and which ones become utterly worthless the second you drive them off the lot. Some of these beloved workhorses actually appreciate in value, which is unheard of for the luxury disasters we just covered. Click the link in the description to find out which trucks are truly worth your investment and which will leave your wallet empty and you stranded. Your financial future depends on this.